Up next, 2K Sports brings you the NBA on a... Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Here we go. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Ibaka is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And Beverley kicks to George. Misses the 3. And Portland with the ball. Covington with it. Guarded now by Morris. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. George passes to Morris. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
And it's good to see McCollum working on becoming a better defender, using his quick hands to wipe the ball away.
Nobody near George. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 4-point game. High post, Nurkic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Leonard. Powell with the steal. Covington dishes to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard against Beverley. Launches a 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum.
Now, his three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the pass to McCollum. Lock at 6. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's McCollum. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Portland leading. Lillard outside. 1:35 left to play here in the first. A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Ibaka.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now Beverley. No points in the game yet for him. The three from George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Powell finds McCollum. And here is Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Powell with it. Here's Leonard. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. George with the ball. Inside, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Morris really rises up for these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
Trailblazers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Leonard, no luck. One-on-one here. Here's Powell. Good work there as it goes.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
George hacks a two-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Pass to Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Jackson finds Zubac. Out to the wing. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now the pass to Kennard. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Over Anthony. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option on the team.
Now here's Cousins. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Banked in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot clock at 2. Here's Simons. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Simons has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Simons. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Anthony with it, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Fires for three. Here's Jones. Over to the left wing. Cantor's shot is off. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Zubac finds Kennard. Outside Jackson. Back to Kennard. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Here's Simons. This one for 3. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Back to Cantor. Goes back up. He can't get that one to fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard the pass to Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Pass to Covington. Over in the corner, Lillard. George against McCollum.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
From the arc, Ibaka goes in, and Ibaka slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And so it's Los Angeles.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage. And that does it for our...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing here by 8. On the floor for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair. Lillard and McCollum. Roman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Roman the paint.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Lillard. Now McCollum. Feeds it to Covington. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers leading by 11. From deep, George doesn't go for it. George has gone 1 of 4 from distance. Lillard against Beverly, and that one's good. Lillard. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Covington. And here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He feeds it to George. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverly. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Beverly against Lillard. Over Beverly. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Pass to Leonard. The three. Morris. Great positioning on the putback.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
McCollum up top, defended by George. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Now, here is Morris. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Leonard finds Ibaka. 5 to shoot. It's George on the wing. 5 points in the game.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to hold in that rebound.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
The big body of Cousins, a menace on the offensive glass, who fights to keep plays alive.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. There's the triple. Rebound by the Clippers. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Back to Cousins. Unloads. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Takes the three. They get it again.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Trailblazers trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. The pass to Anthony. Outside, Jones. Here's Simons. Hollis Jefferson passes to Anthony. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Los Angeles leading by 13. Jackson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now, here's Kennard. Missed. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Kicks to Jones. Here's Simons. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Kennard on the wing. Passes to Zubac. Outside, Batum. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. And Lillard gets it to go.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Kennard against McCollum. To the middle, Covington with the steal. Here's Powell. Nurkic dishes to Covington, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Kennard on the wing. No good on the 3.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him enough.
Jackson passes to Cousins. Outside for Batum. Pass to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they pick up 2. And the Clippers lead by 18. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Jackson against Lillard. That one good for 2.
Gotta D up Lillard at all times. You can't afford to lay off of him for a second. That's when he strikes.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. He dishes it to Batum. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's McCollum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Superb concentration from the clever guard. McCollum, he's so used to getting knocked around, going up easy for him.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Clippers leading by 13. Pass to Cousins. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Down low, Covington with the steal. Powell down low, defended by Batum. Lillard from outside. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Now Kennard. The pass to Cousins. Here's the lob to the hoop. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Kennard's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
Batum for 3. Beverly finds Kennard. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Uncovered. Lillard with the rebound.
Well, he makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Passes it to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Using incredible balance and mobility for his position, Nurkic drives all the way to the rim.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, George. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's the Clippers' ball.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Finney Smith. Morris with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Jackson after Luka Doncic's bucket. Jackson kicks to George. Pass to Morris. That ball, nice speed that time from George.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Paul George with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Jackson from long range. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rose up and drained the transition 3.
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Doncic. Second shot opportunity. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Goes up at the stripe. Porzingis on the follow.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Now here's Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Porzingis can't hit. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. George, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The 3 from Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Hardaway against George. Hardaway goes in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Mavericks trail by 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Cauley-Stein, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Richardson the pass to Brunson. Over Beverly, and count it from 19 feet away.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 3. Powell, that's good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Beverly. The pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Cousins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Richardson outside. Passes it to Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball really well in this game. 58%. Now Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his 3-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Inside, here's Cauley-Stein, and the rejection by Zubac. Now, here's Kennard. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That one falls. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Powell. Outside for Redick. 5 on the clock. Richardson for 3. The putback is no good. Clippers leading by 6. Kennard for 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Richardson. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Batum attacking from 7, and good that time. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And with Josh Richardson, they love his size in the backcourt and his mobility. He moves extremely well.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Now Batum following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson. And Batum kicks to Beverly. Here's Kennard. Kept alive. Zubac. Pass to Kennard. Dishes it to Batum. Kennard with the ball. Up again. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And here's Kennard from deep three-point range. Got it off in time. No good that time.
And that's all you can ask for.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them. And that'll about...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Here's Porzingis on the wing. Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. A reverse. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Leonard inside. Here's Ibaka. Back to Leonard. No good there. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And Porzingis launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Jackson finds Ibaka. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
The three for Doncic. The rebound by Paul George.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson, staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Jackson. Back to George. The tray. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Doncic gets it to go. He's got 7.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Hardaway against George. To the paint. Ibaka dishes to George. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Releases. Cousins trying to free himself up. And the Clippers miss again. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Brunson against Beverly. Outside. Redick inside. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Four on the clock. Powell, the pass to Richardson. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Here's Kennard. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Kennard's got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Richardson. Back to Powell. Richardson outside. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And that one is good from Zubac. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead. It's Richardson on the wing. That one doesn't go. Off on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by 9 is the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Batum. Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Zubac in its center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mavericks trail by 11. Richardson outside. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. Now Kennard gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Luke Kennard gets the ball off quickly, and the mechanics are consistent.
Back to Richardson. 14 feet away, and the rejection by Zubac. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Brunson against Beverly, and the dunk by Zubac.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Brunson against Beverly. Batum scanning the floor. Back to Beverly. Lets it go with a three. And another three for the Clippers.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Cauley Stein's got his first points of the game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Beverly against Brunson. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. Cousins, no one around him. No good with the triple. Mavericks trail by 17. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a switch here. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Zubac. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Mann. And the Clippers miss again. The Mavericks shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Zubac. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Here's Beverly. The Mavericks making the shot. Mann passes to Zubac. Kicks it to Patterson. 5 to shoot. Beverly finds Kennard. And the three ball is good.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
Now, here's Zubac. Shoots the three. The shot missing. Richardson kicks to Redick. Second chance shot. Richardson, good.
He's comfortable attacking in the painted area. Josh Richardson is using his size to make it look easy.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Mann. That three off the mark. Now here's Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. To the right side. Here's Brunson. Off target at the rim. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And just about to get underway as the starting five. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA. DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Bol. Jamal Murray is out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jackson. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now here's Porter. After the miss from Serge Ibaka, Porter passes to Bol. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Ibaka. Over Bol. Misses off the right iron.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Gordon dishes to Porter. Over Jackson. Jokic trying to free himself up. Porter, no luck for Los Angeles. They've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Here's George. Bol making his last shot. Outside Leonard, a 3 ball. Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside Leonard. From downtown. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Gordon makes it off the glass.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Outside, George, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Jackson passes to Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Jackson comes over with the double. Morris with the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
George against Barton. Now here's George. Tight defense on him. Here's Ibaka. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. And here's Denver. Big stretch here going 10-2. Barton, no luck. Clippers trail by 8. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Now here's Barton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morris finds Green. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Leonard, that's for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And here is Morris. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 6. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Now, here's Beverly. Pass to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Morris against Beverly. Morris passes to Barton. Now here is McGee. Defense right on him. Denver needs to get off his shot. They grab their own miss. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Cousins.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
The shot's good from McGee.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA. I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Batum wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Green dishes to McGee. Back to Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Morris, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. And there's the pass to Green. Morris outside. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Murray against Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Passes it to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Down low and stolen by Bull. It's Porter outside. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. 1:14 left here in the second. Count the basket.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here's Murray. 59 seconds left in the first half. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Clippers trail by 14. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Bull with it. He's got 6. Inside. Jokic trying to free himself up. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Bull.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Gordon. Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They are in control of this game, up by 8. That's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter at the 2 guard. Jackson has the open look. From outside, off the mark. Denver leading by 20. It's Porter outside. Excellent D there from George.
And a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, they can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Porter's gone. Only 1 of 7 here from the field. George against Porter. George dishes to Ibaka. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gordon kicks to Bull. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And here's the fast break. Oh, Leonard in position. But they'll get another chance. George looking around. And he gets the bucket.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Porter. Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Jackson comes over with the double. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Now, here's Bull. 8 points for him. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris dishes to Barton. Back to Morris. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Morris has got 11 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Beverly against Morris. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the Clippers miss again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Barton outside and stolen by Cousins. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Misses off the left iron. The Nuggets leading by 16. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Enjoy the aggressive play from Millsap on that possession there to draw contact on the play.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Barton against George. Barton dishes to Green. He feeds it to McGee. Baseline J on the way. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 16-point game. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. George passes to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Beverly against Murray. Kicks it to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Denver on top, up by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. And it's Cousins in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now Kennard for the 3. Pulls it up. Morris trying to free himself up. Cousins, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
The kick out to Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. Porter, no luck.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Floats it up for Cousins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and Jokic slams it in.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Morris kicks to Kennard. Here's the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight and an intentional foul right there. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Martin comes in for Michael Porter.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lobs it up for Ibaka.
And a multiple-time all-defensive first-teamer, Ibaka has really rounded out the offensive part of his game.
Barton kicks to Gordon. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Another shot, and again it's Denver.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Outside, George. Jackson in the corner. George against Barton. And it's in there.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
Murray finds Jokic. The three-pointer, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's Leonard missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
McGee against Leonard. McGee, the pass to Jokic. Connects from three-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
George passes to Ibaka. Murray with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The 3. Murray, no good. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Murray, the pass to Barton. McGee with no one around. No good on the triple. Clippers trail by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Denver.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jokic.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Murray surveying the D. Now here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Murray for 3. The offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Fires the 3. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one.
presentation of the NBA.
Rip City. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. D8.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five.
Here we go.
We've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now, here's George. Passes to Morris. And here's Beverley. And here's George for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard the pass to Powell.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
Morris trying to free himself up. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. No good off the back of the rim. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the three-pointer.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Now, here's Lillard. He feeds it to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Powell with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well. And that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. George with the ball. To the middle. Here's Morris, and the layup is good.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris, adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Lillard attacking. And it's sent back by Morris.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Beverly finds Morris. Shoots it. Another one falls for the Clippers.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Lillard outside. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Beverly against Lillard.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
George dishes to Morris. The 3. The Clippers rebound.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
Lillard outside.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And the pass to Ibaka. And Leonard has it in the corner. He dishes it to Beverly. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here is Ibaka. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's George. The putback, and Ibaka is right there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here is George. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Left side, Ibaka shoots over Powell, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Simons. From deep. Batum with the steal. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside for Batum. Back to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass. Cousins has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Los Angeles. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Jones. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Anthony with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 to shoot. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Ball's knocked loose. Batum for 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Simons. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Cantor able to finish.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now, here's Kennard. Kicks it to Batum. And here's Kennard. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Jones, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons for 3. Kennard with the rebound. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Lillard following the basket by Marcus Morris. Pass to Covington. Nurkic against Ibaka. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
George finds Ibaka. 1:29 left to play in the first half. George passes to Leonard. Misses the 3. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Here is Ibaka, following the score by Damian Lillard. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for McCollum. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. McCollum's got 5 now.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Launches a 3. No good on that one. For Portland, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Covington's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That shot missing.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Marcus Morris.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Now, here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. So it's Portland now for the lead. Draws contact on, folks. The coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Zubats in the post. Covered by Anthony. Count it. Good. Zubats has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. The Trailblazers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Pass to Kanter. Batum with the steal. And they're moving it up. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Knocked away. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Beverly against Lillard. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And to me, it's never easy trying to guard Serge Ibaka. This guy is such a powerful player who is not afraid to mix it up.
Lillard from outside. Leonard with the steal. Beverly the pass to Morris. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense. And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Lillard way outside. Here's McCollum. He kicks it to Nurkic over Ibaka with the tip and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Over Leonard. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
The three from George. And it's rebounded by Covington.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Everly with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nobody near George. Cans it from downtown.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Powell dishes to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Covington passes to Lillard. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, making an impact with his defense has been a trademark of Serge's game. Nice job by the big man.
Portland trailing here. Here's Powell from deep three-point range, but they get it back. Here's Nurkic. McCollum feeling it out a bit, and it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Knocked loose. 3 on the clock. Powell for 3. It's deflected. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead. Up. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Shooting from Portland. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Now Jackson. And here's Kennard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Lillard against Jackson. From deep. offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. To the left side wing. Now here's Cousins. Clock at 6. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Over McCollum. Kennard's shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Powell with it. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Covington. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. There's the 3. That shot no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. McCollum, no good for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Powell against Leonard. Out to Ibaka. All sorts of time. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Portland, no good that time either. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Leonard. .153 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's George. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Clippers lead by 2.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Beverly against Lillard. Leonard looking over the floor. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Beverly against Lillard. Kicks to McCollum to take the lead. Knocks down the 3.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
50 seconds left in the 4th. Outside, George. There's the triple. And the rebound by Nurkic. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error. And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Outside, George. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now Beverly dishes to Morris. Outside, George. Back to Morris. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. David, well said. Thank you for that report. Here are the five for the Clippers. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. The 3 for Doncic.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Outside, Porzingis. That one wide left.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Leonard attacking. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Now Ibaka after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Poked away. Leonard, that's for 2. Offline from the top of the key. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Leonard with the bucket.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3 ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Now, here's Doncic. Looking to end the run, and he lays it up and in.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
George against Richardson. Leonard kicks to George. Inside, Ibaka. That one misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, Doncic. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Jackson. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Jackson drives in, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney Smith. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Leonard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Doncic. But he stays with it. Now the pass to Porzingis. Tries again. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 7 points.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And here's George. Leonard on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Puts up a three. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's back to Beverly. Then there's Batum, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. Brunson with a clean look. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard finds Cousins. And they double up Cousins from 12 feet out. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Redick against Kennard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Cousins, the pass to Batum. Back to Cousins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cousins has got 4 this quarter.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
No stopping him there. Jam. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Beverly against Doncic. Kennard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Kennard's shot is off. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got his first basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. George looking over the floor. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
The 3 for Doncic. The Mavericks rebound. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Dallas no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
1:04 left to play here in the half. And here's Doncic from the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Reggie Jackson. 4 on the clock. Another shot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Shoots over Doncic. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Lets the 3 fly, and Finney-Smith gets it to go. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Jackson passes to George. The dish to Ibaka. And George kicks to Leonard. From deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Redick in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Count it. George has got 7. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Hardaway dishes to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marjanovic, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. And the shot is good.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Batum, good.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Beverly against Doncic. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's blocked. Now Cousins. Kennard on the wing. The tray, good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Kennard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Now the Clippers with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. Yeah, you know, you go back to when Cousins was drafted, and there were some that questioned his attitude, but lately, I don't think that's the case anymore.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Beverly. And they double up Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Beverly. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Doncic against Beverly. Looking to get back on track here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
That one is no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Batum kicks to Cousins. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Richardson against Beverly. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Passes it to Kennard. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Mavericks trailing. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverly, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. Over in the corner, Zubac. Outside, Batum. Kennard against Hardaway. Shots good by Kennard. Here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Redick finds Hardaway. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Clippers leading by 8. Pass to Kennard. Over Hardaway. And stolen by Redick. Here's Brunson. Off target from outside. Brunson's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Out left to the wing. And Cousins kicks to Zubac. Now here's Kennard. No good with the triple.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain phase. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Doncic outside. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Jackson dishes to Morris. Kicks it to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Here's George. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Richardson, good.
What a big shot from Richardson there. Fearless.
Clippers leading by 5. And here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
The 3 for Doncic. But they recover it. Porzingis. George against Richardson. Second chance shot.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
And Richardson drops them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Outside, George. Entered on the wing. Lets it go from deep. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Feeds to Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Morris. Ibaka with the ball. The pass to Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Trailing here by 8. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a... All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. They've got Bol, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard position. Jackson with it. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
And Jokic slams it in.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Jackson looking it over. He kicks to George. There's the dish to Ibaka. Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bull the pass to Jokic. They're outside. Oh, and he almost had a... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. Drops in the tray.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Pass to Porter. Jokic high post. To the wing on the left. Here's Bull. Feeds to Murray. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Left side, Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
So difficult to stop Leonard from scoring. Sometimes you just have to foul him.
Both good from the line that time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Murray outside. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
The pass to Leonard. Shot from the wing, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got 7.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
For 3, Murray can't hit that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Trailing by 2. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. The 3. Leonard inside. Defended by Gordon. Clock at 4. Gordon against Leonard. It's hauled in by Jokic. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Back to Porter. Passes to Bull. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to
the mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Morris in at the point. Morris dishes to Rivers. Back to Morris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
I like Kennard's change of pace with the dribble and his ability to stop on a dime.
Here's Rivers. And it's McGee with the jam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one. Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Here's Cousins. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McGee in the corner. Outside Millsap. Morris inside. He's against Morris, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Batum with the ball, and McGee picks him up defensively.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Denver leading by 3. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morris passes to Millsap. Shoots over Batum. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Kennard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Rivers dishes to Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Stolen by George. Zubac's with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. Stolen by McGee. Millsap attacking.
Oh, Millsap is very fluid. Hard to stay in front of him when he's on the attack.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Very solid, both ends of the floor. That time, Ibaka efficient inside.
Murray against Ibaka. Murray, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jackson passes to Leonard. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Jokic inside. Guarded by Jackson. It's good. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jackson kicks to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 8 points for George.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
Murray left side. Down low. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter. And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Gordon kicks to Porter. Gordon dishes to Bol. Back to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. No block shot. Here's Jokic. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
George up top, guarded by Porter. George passes to Zubac. George dishes to Ibaka. And here's Leonard from three. The Clippers keep it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray kicks to Bull. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
George looking over the floor. Again, Los Angeles.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Morris against Rivers. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers trail by 4. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 9 points. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Count that one.
That's how you run pick and rolls. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Morris finds Millsap. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Denver on D. They lead by 1. Beverly the pass to Kennard. Kicks it to Morris. Shot clock at 6. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles for the lead.
And the D of Jermichael Green is outstanding. Gotta love his effort at that end.
Puts the move on. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 1-point game. Beverly the pass to Batum. The pass to Kennard. Back to Batum. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Morris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his second trip to the line in this one. That free throw good for Morris. He hits both from the stripe. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
George, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. George has got 12.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And we just finished. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Porter. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Leonard. Connects in the foul line jumper. Leonard's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers. Murray surveying the D. And it's Jokic in the corner. He kicks the ball. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And that one falls for Bol. Clippers trail by 4. And here's George. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game for the Nuggets. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bol. And Barton subbed in for Porter. Jackson passes to Ibaka. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
And it's Murray penetrating. Passes it to Jokic. Crafty move. McGee trying to break free. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Outside for Murray. Good. Nothing but net. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with a jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
George dishes to Jackson. "13 feet away. McGee with the block. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
So, for the Clippers, Cousins comes in for Serge Ibaka, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Murray against Beverley. Murray kicks to Jokic, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 6. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. George passes to Zubac. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and the Clippers with the change here too. Morris is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 6. Barton, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Beverley against Jokic, and that one's good. Beverley.
Patrick Beverley plays with a scorer's mentality. Takes the opportunity to step up.
Beverley against Morris. Martin dishes to Morris. Basket good. Morris has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
The 3 from George. And no good. And Denver the other way now. Jokic kicks to Morris. Back to Jokic. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Beverley the pass to George. Takes the three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Leonard from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups. Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McGee. Stolen by George.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. That looked all right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.